Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Friday market update. Now, guys, in this session, I'm going to updating you on the pairs that I've been looking at throughout the week. How have they been progressing, and any future entries that we might be taking on any of these pairs. So, guys, without wasting any time, let us begin with our session. Now, guys, just to give an update on the DXY. So, the DXY previously, this is how we're looking at it. So this is how we're looking at the DXY. So this was what our initial breakout point, as you can see, but price ended up doing what? Ended up going back inside and closing inside this trend line. So that is when I decided to do it, to evolve this overall structure, making this what my new two swing highs and this what my new two swing lows. So on this structure overall, I'm expecting for price to do it to have a high probability of continuing to climb up. So once it breaks out, once it breaks this top trend line, that is when I can confirm that price is having what a higher probability of breaking out to the upside. But for now, the structure is pretty much the same. I'm seeing that price is trapped within what this overall corrective structure. I'm just waiting for price to give what confirmation by breaking out so that we can confirm that price is having a higher probability of impulsing to the upside. So that is it on what the DXY. Now let's jump into what our currency pairs. Now, the first pair that you're looking at is going to be what the GBP NZD. Now, the GBP NZD, overall, the high time frame, we are having what this bigger structure that's from the breakout. And then on the daily, we had what this overall continuation structure that's from what the breakout over here. So overall, this one, it is still having what the higher probability of continuing to climb all the way to the upside. And now also jumping into our mid-time frame. So in the mid-time frame, previously we had what this as our continuation pattern that broke out and played out beautifully. But now we can see that price is giving us what another continuation pattern. As you can see, these are our two swing highs. Price give us a breakout. These are our two swing lows. So this is indeed what a valid continuation pattern. So this is confirming that price is having what higher probability of climbing all the way to the upside. And now coming into what our lower time frame. So in the lower time frame, price give us what this clear breakout and then give us what this first small continuation pattern, as you can see. But unfortunately, we could not execute this one as it formed around 3 a.m. South African time, where most of us were asleep. So even if we did execute this one would have ended up taking us what at break even. As you can see, price reached something like 1.42% profit, but ended up dropping all the way to the downside to stop and hit our stop loss. But what are we looking for to still be able to capitalize on this pair? Just a simple impulsive movement and then what a small continuation pattern would be more than sufficient in order for us to do it, to continue entering our trades on in this pair. So if price does give us an impulsive movement and also a small continuation pattern, then that is when we'll enter on the breakout, stop loss below the structure, and our take profit all the way to the upside. So this is how I'm looking to execute an entry on my GBP and ZD. Like this, guys. Hopefully it makes sense. And now into what our next pair, which is what the Canadian dollar over the Swiss franc. Let's jump on the high time frame. So high time frame, we're having what this big descending structure that's from the breakout, and then price give us what this continuation pattern as confirmation, and then price impulsed up. And now as we're zooming in, price give us what a breakout on this continuation pattern to confirm that this is having a high probability of climbing up. And now coming on to our mid-time frame, price give us what this continuation pattern and then form the breakout over here to confirm what price is having a high probability of climbing up. And now moving on to our lower time frame. So on the lower time frame, price has been giving us confirmations throughout the day. So previously, this was what the first continuation, something like this. So this first one entry would have been somewhere around here. So this one did not work out. Price dropped to hit the stop loss. And then what happened? We evolved our structure to something like this. So currently, this is how we are looking at structure. So I actually evolved the structure like so, and then I entered where on this overall breakout. So as you can see, price take this in and then drop. So price is currently playing around. We are waiting to see whether price will do what, whether price will continue to do it and give us what that explosive impulsive movement to the upside like so, because that is what we are looking for on this one. So on this one, all we can do is just be patient and wait and see how price continues to develop, because there's nothing we can do price has given us confirmation that it's having what the high probability of impulsing up. We executed, so the only thing that we can do is to remain patient and see how price continues to develop. And then I ended up replacing what the NZD USD with what with USD CAD. So let us take a look at what USD CAD. So let me give you a breakdown, a full breakdown on USD CAD, because this is a replacement for NZD CAD and your NZD USD. So on this one, on the weekly time frame, this is what we are seeing. Price has given us what this continuation structure. As you can see, price broke out. So this is having what overall high probability of continuing to drop all the way to the downside. And now coming into our daily time frame. So on the daily, as you can see, price previously has been giving us what just before the breakout gave us this first continuation pattern. This was the second one. And as you can see, after I break out, it impulses. After I break out, it impulses. And now currently, this is what price is looking like. It's given us what another continuation pattern that is named that already broke out. So this is having a higher probability of continuing to impulse all the way to the downside. And now coming to our mid-time frame. So on the mid-time frame currently, we are not having any structure that we can use as confirmation. So all we can do now is jump on the lower time frame. So coming on to the lower time frame, as you can see, this would have been not our first entry. This beautiful structure would have been not our first entry. And just in case you ended up missing that one, this would have been not the second confirmation structure. So this would have played out very, very, very nicely. And from the breakout, stop loss above the pattern. And as you can see, something like for almost 5% profit. But unfortunately, we could not execute this entry. One reason is that we did not forecast for this entry. By the time I added USDCHF into my watch list, this move had already happened. So what can we do to execute an entry on this one? So price has already given us a clear impulsive movement. So all that we're waiting for is just a small continuation pattern. So if price does present us with what a small continuation pattern, then that will be what confirmation on our end to execute our sales on this one. And this is how we look to enter. Enter on the breakout. Stop loss above the structure. And the take profit all the way to the downside. So yeah, guys, this is how I am looking at executing USD CAD. This is the type of entry that I'm looking for. So this is how my watch list is looking like. Pretty much still the same. The only replacement is that the NZD USD, I did replace it with that with USD CAD, as I did see what the change in the DXY, because the DXY is currently bearish, which lines up nicely with what with the USD CAD. And GBP New Zealand, all that I'm waiting for is just a small confirmation. Then I can execute my entry. And CAD-CHF, all you can do is just remain patient and keep on holding this trade and see how it continues to develop. But yeah, this is the end of our session. Hopefully it was very informative for you guys. So I will send you the screenshots of all of these pairs that we did speak about under mentor trade ideas, and I'll continue to update you throughout the day just in case any changes happen on any of these pairs. So let me check if any of our VIP members have any questions. Okay, so